Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video, and this one is titled, I just got torched over on r/relationships, wondering what you all think. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Let's get right into it. Anyway, I found out my now ex-wife was cheating on me. I found out while we were traveling together. It was also my birthday, so that's a lot of fun now. We had been together for about 8 years at that point, married for 7. While we were together, I did everything I could to make sure we had a good life together. I supported her in everything she did. I took care of the house, all chores except cooking. I made sure the cars were up to date on maintenance, made sure we were on time for work and other events/appointments, planned trips, basically everything outside of work. We both worked, but it was a bigger part of her life. I preferred more balance, so her career took off faster than mine. She was working longer hours and making more money, but I was fine with that. She has her goals and I had mine. So I thought things were pretty balanced. Neither of us were spenders, so we had decent savings built up. In 2017, she was pretty unhappy with the company she was at, so I encouraged her to look elsewhere or even quit for a time. I made enough to support both of us, so it would have been fine. So she did look for a new job and got one at her dream company. Problem was, it was on the opposite coast. Again, I supported her. I loved the city we were in, but said I would find a job where she was and we would both relocate. I wasn't excited about moving, but it would be okay as long as we were together. She started there in early 2018. I started looking for a job, but it wasn't easy. Time went on and we were long distance, meeting a few times a year either in her city, my city, or on a trip overseas together. It wasn't ideal, but I knew I would eventually find a job there. She was very supportive of the idea of me getting a job there too. We went on a trip for my birthday, and something just seemed off. I asked her what was going on, and she said she had just lost attraction for me. She wasn't happy, etc. I asked if she was seeing someone else. She said no. We talked a lot and got closer, and I even brought up potentially seeing other people, and she seemed to like that idea a lot. Her reaction didn't sit well with me, and so I confronted her about whether she had actually already gone through with it or not. She finally broke down and admitted she had been seeing someone for about 9 months at that point. I don't have to tell any of you how much that hurt. We talked a lot after that. I didn't get upset. I just tried to understand why she felt like she needed to cheat. She said she had always thought that she had met me too early in her life and she wasn't ready to settle down, but that she didn't want to lose me, so she married me. And she had lost her physical attraction to me. Side note, I didn't let myself go. I was in great physical shape, so it wasn't that. She didn't want to get divorced because of the social stigma and because it would hurt me a lot. So she thought she could sleep with someone and I would never find out, and that maybe she would feel better about her life. I was very kind to her this whole time. She said she had never felt so close to me. I told her I wished she had shared how she felt long ago, before it ever got to this point, so I could have let her go. We discussed staying together or splitting up. I told her it was over. I couldn't be with her. We would get divorced. I didn't want things to be complicated, and since we lived in separate places already, I thought we would just split our cash in half. She has a good amount of stock from her new company, as that's a huge chunk of their compensation. She's done well with her investments/401k as well. I said she can keep it all. I wouldn't go after anything. Also, her parents gave us a 6-figure gift when we got married, which we used as a down payment on a house. I said I would return the entire amount to her once we sold the house. No lawyers, just the court fees. It would be cheap and easy divorce. No drama. I didn't care about the money. She knew that I was the kind of person who thinks it's a good idea to expose cheaters, so she asked me to please not tell anyone what she did. I agreed to keep it a secret. Then I asked her to please stop seeing her affair partner, and that's when she told me he would never ask me to choose between you and him. That gutted me. That one really hurt. So I asked, what do you think? Am I being controlling, immature, and unreasonable? Should I expose her for the liar that she is? Because if it's controlling to ask her to not see one specific person, it's just as controlling to ask me to keep what she did a secret, right? According to r/relationships, it's different because revealing the truth could hurt her. Should I go after the assets I'm entitled to, around $200,000, instead of a promise that I'm not entitled to? I haven't actually filed for divorce yet. The house hasn't been sold yet. It's not too late for me to hire a lawyer. And the first comment says, first of all, you handled this very well, extremely maturely. As to your question, one thing for sure, your response was immature and unreasonable. That being said, I'm not sure why you would think she would even consider cutting things off with the AP, or that she would cut them off even if she told you she was going to. Asking her to cut off AP may not have been immature, controlling, and unreasonable, but I would have expected the response you got. And no, you're not going to get a better one. You should talk to a lawyer, go after all the assets you are entitled to, and definitely explain why this is happening to friends and family. Not for revenge or spite, but because A, you are entitled to those assets. There's pretty much no doubt she would go after what she was entitled to if the shoe were on the other foot. There's no reason for you to concede so much, especially since it's clear she will not consider your feelings at this point. Spend it on a cool car and Tinder Gold. B, I would explain to friends and family because there's going to be a lot of speculation. So best just to nip that in the bud and make it clear what happened. I sense that your big motivation is to avoid drama, but especially since she's going to continue to hurt you by prolonging the affair, it's pretty much unavoidable. I also sense you're thinking you just want it over, so whatever greases the sleds, the better. But the reality is that it's going to be over with for you for a long time. These are wounds that take years to recover from. Best to put yourself in the best possible shape regarding finances and relationships, friends and family, as possible. And the OP replied, this is really good advice, thank you. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment below and let me know if there's any other subreddits you guys would like me to make videos on, and also like the video and please subscribe.